Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. Oh, what a climb!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
No way through. Nedved! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
I think his face smacks of disbelief as opposed to disappointment. He thought he was about to score.
That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Son Heung-min.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Guardiola calmly anticipates.
I think it's only right for me to respectfully acknowledge Fabio Cannavaro as being a little giant.
Yeah, not the tallest of centre-halves, but amongst the most commanding.
Yeah, and whatever he lacks in height, he may...
And here's a chance! And he's lifted it over.
They're probably getting frustrated by the lack of chances, I suppose.
And it's Nedved. And here's Gnabry. Well timed, excellent interception. Davis. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And here's Eto'o. Chouameni. Gnabry. Now it's Romario. Now it's En-Nesyri. Romario. Gnabry. Defending of the desperate variety. Messi. Chance here to counter. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Davis. Now it's Son Heung-min. And here's Son Heung-min. Brilliantly cut out. Has a look and place it forward. That is good alertness. And it's Cruyff. He's got a side of goal!
Cruyff really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
Cruyff. Mateus. Now it's Gnabry. He's got away. Gnabry with the delivery. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
Did he that? Because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Vieira, a player who needs no introduction. Cruyff. Nice ball, and he's in here. Nedved. Vieira shows great strength. Davis. And here's Son Heung-min. Davis.
Footballing width usually identifies with...
Chance with a header! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Eto'o. Out of play for a goal kick. Cruyff gathers from the goal kick. Now it's Nedved. Gnabry in acres of space out wide. Ronaldinho.
This is the time you need that pace.
And it's Ronaldinho. Mateus. Now it's Gnabry. And he's managed to get free. Hit into the middle. Terrific header. No, not the best of headers.
Manchester United certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off.
Played up towards the front line. Thuram cuts it out.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
And he's gone backward here. It's Ronaldinho! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Half-time nearly with us. They will be desperate not to concede here. So he's plotting something before playing it in. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Davis gets across to intercept that. Gnabry. Now it's En-Nesyri. It's a really well-measured ball. Gnabry finds himself offside. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Nedved. Davis spots it and intercepts.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. So we reach the halfway point.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
Madrid head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out.
Substitution on the field, number 10, En-Nesyri, number 7, Romario. Coming on the field, number 20, Yankuba, number 19.
And the action is back underway. So the first half brought no goals. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Araujo promptly onto that, and that is that. Nedved, Gnabry, Vieira, Ronaldinho, and it's Eto'o, Mateus, Collier, Rummenigge. And he's picked out the run. Great chance! He's delivered all right!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree. Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here.
Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Eto'o. Now it's Eto'o. Eto'o! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Son Heung-min. And he's had a hit!
And he was there to get a vital touch. Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Gnabry. Rummenigge. And he was alert to it. Oh, smashing header! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Madrid can now introduce the first of their substitutes. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. He's in space and looking for options.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Madrid with the corner. They're first. Should get the job done. Great defending, strong and determined. Now, who's going to be first to this?
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about. Got a shot away! And for a moment, time stood still. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And here's Mbappe. And here's Eto'o. Nedved. Nedved. Davis. That's headed upfield. Chouameni gets a foot in here. Guardiola cuts out the pass. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Madrid are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Cross flung. It's a mighty effort! Hits it again, but still no joy.
Manchester United might just feel they're onto something here, despite not putting that away, you know.
Substitution in progress.
Madrid can make their change now with a break in play. Collier. Chouameni. And here's Nedved. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
Manchester United looking to pass their way through.
2 added minutes.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Up he goes! He's got a goal! And with that goal comes comfort. Oh, lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Well, you've always got that threat when he's around. Great movement, and what a great header.
Number 20, Jan Cullen. Jan Cullen. Jan Cullen.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see...
And that is that. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited, and deserved to be.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. And that gets things running. Oh, can he get onto this? Davis. He's cut it out.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen.
Yeah, and I think often underrated. They've got to make this nice and quick.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that.
Fallen! He's scored!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Madrid are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Got a shot away. Oh, the ball's run loose here.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Mbappe puts his foot on the gas. Oh, no joy this time. Seedorf. And he's had it nicked away. Mbappe. Pirlo. Schneider. It's Schneider! Seedorf. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Seedorf.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Forlan. Oh, and he's through the middle. Mbappe. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Seedorf. Pinches it off him. Van Dijk. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Mbappe. Haaland. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Oh, that's well spotted. Schneider. And he's being shifted off it. Oh, no question, that's a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Now it's Haaland. Gullit demonstrating his defensive quality there. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Totti. Mbappe.
That was lovely, that.
Totti. Forlan. Oh, well played, well played. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Gets his pass away.
Might want to be careful there.
Mbappe Had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And that's put paid to a promising move. Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Totti. Now it's Mbappe. Beckenbauer did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Totti. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And he's looking at the referee, and the referee is shaking his head. Haaland. And now the breakaway. Pirlo. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Nesta. And it's Messi.
Davies really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. It is a fair distance from goal. I'm not sure if he'll have a go. Absolute peach. They have done it. They have their equaliser.
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
Oh, that was wonderful in every fires from distance. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
Mbappe. Davis. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And the half-time whistle goes. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Look, this match promised goals, and it certainly hasn't let us down. It's been really, really entertaining.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. So once again, we're underway. That is good alertness. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Mbappe! And that's been intercepted. He's tried one! Well, we expected better, and so did he. Totti. And it's Forlan. And it's gone back to the keeper. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Fiddles it through. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Nesta calmly anticipates. Beckenbauer cuts out the pass. Seedorf. Haaland. Gone forward. No, that's been intercepted. Good spot, he's seen the... Great chance! Goal! Bayern Munich! And they get themselves in front!
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 17.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Eto gets the call to seemingly universal approval.
Well, I find it a little surprising he was on the bench to start with, Peter, but listen, I'm still excited to see him in action.
Bayern Munich get themselves into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again. Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 11 será sustituido por el dorsal 10. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Madrid are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Madrid are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And it's Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min. He's gone for goal! Denied by an instinctive save.
Seedorf really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Speculative strike. Gave it a go, but off target.
No, it's a fair attempt. I think he felt he could line one up there. The odds were never really in his favour.
Forlan. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Forlan. Maldini, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Seedorf. Hullet. Messi. Now it's Messi. Good challenge. Excellent challenge. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Now it's Mbappe. He has found the way through. Great hit!
Bayern Munich surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Forwards and with intent. Forlan chasing after it. And it's Totti. Vieira cuts out the pass. And that could set him on his way. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El
So,
dorsal 9.
time for changes on
Seedorf.
both sides, actually.
El dorsal 19. El dorsal 22. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 16. Scholes. El dorsal 23.
Well, that is one way to stop him.
El dorsal 2.
Totti absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
5 minutes left on the clock. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, nicely intercepted. Vieira. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Bayern Munich making consecutive changes here.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
We are into overtime. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. So what can they make of this? Platini. Scholes. That's a little off target. So that's it. It is all over. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strongly protected area, but the centre of their
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Doggy, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Sané. Sané! Marvellous goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Udogie gets across to intercept that. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Saliba. Beckenbauer, Messi, Costa Curta. Out to the left it goes. Kvaratskhelia. Pedri. And here's Messi. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Drogba. Schmeichel can claim that. Messi. Udogie. Pedri. Now it's Sané. Bellingham! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And it's Hullet. And now the hit! Oh, that is very close.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Udogie. Kvaratskhelia. Facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Neymar, decent hit! And the ball's come loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Shot a goal! He's got a goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Bellingham. Picked out brilliantly. It's a really well-measured ball. And they've got a throw. Ah, good steal. He just read it. Beckenbauer. Kvaratskhelia is onto it in a flash. Udogie. Dixon. And it's Messi. That has been cut short. Messi. Sané. And here's Drogba. Messi. Bellingham. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. And we have our very first corner. Seedorf. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. And it's Sané. Pedri. And the pass is intercepted. David Villa, played out to the right. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Messi. Sané, given the lift of his goal, turns back here, probably the best option. Looks to the other side. Kvaratskhelia chasing after it. Udogi and Kvaratskhelia
Habrá 2 minutos de
looking for the
descuento.
run. Now it's Bellingham. Gullit, who's set up one goal so far. So what can they make of this? He's gone forward. Keeper's ball. Udogi. And we've reached half-time. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. Reflections on the first half?
That was a fantastic 45 minutes of football. I'm really hopeful of more of the same in this second half.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 7.
Here's the whistle then to start the second half.
El dorsal 21.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Bellingham, he's got away. And that could well leave a mark. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Madrid do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Beckenbauer, over to the left. Kvaratskhelia. It's Pedri, and he's forced to go back. Eto'o producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Just no time to dwell on the ball there. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Gullit. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Chance for the header!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any
La
risks.
asistencia a este partido asciende a 72.306
Sané going
espectadores.
face to face with his great rival. Madrid still have the cards to affect this game.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Pedri, he has found a way through. Guardiola clears it away. shot could be... Has a go! He has done it! And again they hit the front.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Pedri, he's had it nicked away.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Gets his pass away. Big chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Looking for the runner. No, that's been intercepted. Just about up to 75 minutes. Costa Curta. Beckenbauer. And it's Messi. Pedri.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And Messi! Kvaratskhelia.
Look, it's a run defences dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
That's a bad place to challenge. What's he giving? The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. So a chance here, what can they make of it? This, the perfect chance to extend the advantage.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
What a save from Peter Schmeichel!
Oh, well done for him to take the shot on. He did at least hit the target.
There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. Vinicius Junior could try cutting inside here. Vinicius Junior will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. There's a probing ball. Now it's Eto.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now it's Neymar. Oh, that's nice. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Habrá 2
Davis.
minutos de descuento.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that's been won straight back. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And that is as far as it goes. Madrid can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against an opponent prepared to go toe-to-toe until the end. Your final thoughts, Jim?
It can be difficult at times playing in front of your own fans if you're not living up to the expectations. And I think with confidence looking a little fragile at the moment, they were playing not to lose more than trying to win. And I think everything was just a letdown because of that.